Okay, let's get started. So, Natalie, do you want to start us off?
So, yeah, it's showing for me that Sophia is reconnecting. Um, Sophia, also, are you here?
Yeah, it's showing them as like buffering. So,
Mhm.
Elsa, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Um, should I start?
Yeah, we can get started.
So, hi everyone. Welcome to the Building Bridges class for February 25th. I'm going to be your teacher, Natalie, and Paheli, and Estelle will be here to supervise.
My name is Paheli. I'm 15 years old and I'm in 10th grade. I'm also a new teacher for building bridges, so it's nice to meet you guys. In my free time, I like to play soccer, and my favorite food is cake. One of my favorite subjects is math, and I want to be a farmer when I grow up, and I'm from Georgia.
So today we're going to have a conversation. We're going to review our homework. Then we have our general lesson and we will go over today's homework.
So first we'll have a conversation. What is your favorite part about traveling will be the question. I'll start. So my favorite part about traveling is going to see new places and taking pictures of what I see and trying new foods in different places. What about you, Natalie?
So my favorite part about traveling is probably getting to see new locations that are beautiful. I'd love to visit Europe and yeah. Elsa, what is your favorite part about traveling?
My favorite part about traveling is I like to go to see go to see some new place to play some new thing and eat some interesting people.
Nice. Thank you for answering. Sophia, what is your favorite part about traveling?
I can go to see some beautiful sceneries and I can eat different foods and I can get relaxed.
Yeah, I like relaxing too. Thank you for answering. Estelle, what's your favorite part about traveling?
I really like trying out food from different countries.
Mm.
What's everyone's favorite food that they've tried?
Sophia, what is a food that you liked particularly when you traveled?
When I traveled into some Iceland cities, I can eat many delicious seafoods. I mm, I live I live near the sea. I like seafoods.
Yeah, I love seafood too. I like sushi a lot.
Yes, me too.
Elsa, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's a food that you liked when you traveled before?
What? I'm not understand.
When you traveled somewhere, what is a food that you tried and you liked when you tried it?
Um, I goes to the I goes to the Beijing and it's the duck in Beijing is very delicious.
Oh, that's nice. Is it a dessert or is it what type of food is it?
Beijing duck.
Oh,
It can roll with cucumbers and the duck sauce.
Yeah, I think I've tried that too, and we call it Beijing Peking duck, if I'm correct. Oh, Elsa, I have a question for you. So, if you lived like not in China, do you think you would go to Beijing just to eat the duck?
No, I go to Beijing see the I go to Beijing the I played in the water town.
oh, that's cool.
I've never heard of a water town before. Is it like something you play in or like something you look at?
Um, it's like it's like it's like street has many has it's just like um it has I don't know
Is that
how
still
script.
that's still
It's
in
like
Beijing?
it's like a old town to play and look some place in it.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Oh, Sophia, were you saying
And
something earlier? Or was that Elsa
Is
still?
that water town still in Beijing? I've heard um, some water towns and the south, the more south place because it's it's actually I never heard a water town in Beijing, but I heard some city in the south has a name like Watertown.
but
Similar to Watertown.
Yeah, I've never been to a water town before, but I've been to a
Me
water
neither.
park.
but my mother says it is. I don't know how say it in English, so I
Um,
only says
oh, maybe you could be talking about a water park. I think it's called a 水族馆. It's like there's lots of slides,
yeah,
or I'm not sure what it's called. Oh, is it like uh, 水上乐园 water park?
yeah.
Yeah, that's called
Oh, I love
water park.
water park.
Yeah, those are always super fun. Okay, let's get to the homework.
So the homework question was, what is your favorite meal? So I will start off. I would say my favorite meal would be pasta, Italian pasta. I also really like sushi, if that counts as a meal. Paheli, what is your favorite meal?
My favorite meal is rice and different vegetables. So usually for dinner every day, I'll eat rice and I'll have a different vegetable with it. So some days I'll have broccoli, some days I'll have green beans.
Yeah, I like doing that too, like making bowls with it. Elsa, what is your favorite meal? Oh, Elsa, can you hear me?
I like yeah. So I like all of I like the noodles and pasta.
Yeah, I like noodles too. What is your favorite type of noodles or pasta?
My favorite is the tomato noodles and the I don't know what flavor of the I all
Do you like spaghetti?
yeah.
Spaghetti is those string noodles, and they usually come with meatballs, and they have tomato marinara sauce.
Those are
Yeah.
the noodles from Italy. How about
Thank
Sophia?
you.
I like chicken best, and I like sushi too. I like fried chickens. They are really tasty. My father can cook it very well.
Oh wow, I like chicken too. Do you like spicy chicken, Sophia?
Not really. I don't like spicy foods.
Oh,
But sometimes, oh, I like chicken soup too.
so you like a lot of foods that have chicken in it.
Yes.
Me too.
I had chicken nuggets for lunch today.
Yum. So today's lesson is going to be continents and vacations.
So first we'll start with some facts about tourism. Tourism makes a lot of money, and in 2016 there were 1.2 billion tourists. Tourists are basically people who travel around the world and go to see different places. Osaka, Japan is one of the fastest growing places to travel. And in 2017, travel and tourism made a lot of jobs for people, and countries invested a lot of their money into making sure that tourists are happy. Global tourism is one of the largest industries currently in the world, and some of the places where a lot of tourists visit are France, the United States, Spain, China, and Italy. And 1 out of 10 jobs are supported by the tourism industry.
Yeah, so let's say I visited Europe, like I said, I would be considered a tourist because I am touring a country that is foreign to mine. So there are a lot of tourists nowadays because a lot of people like to travel to new destinations to see different places around the world.
Sophia, have you ever been to a different country?
Yes. I've been to Thailand, and the food and the people there is very different of China. In Thailand, I always can eat something in spicy food. That's and I've ride the elephant before.
Wow.
There are lots of elephants in Thailand. It's fun to ride an elephant.
That's really cool. Was it a little bit scary?
No, the elephants walk very well, and not it's not like riding horse. It's just like you go you take a car, but it's slowly.
Oh, so they walk at a good pace. That makes sense. That's very cool. I've never ridden an animal or elephant before.
Do you like
Um,
riding in cars or do you like to ride elephants better?
Both, because mm, when you are ride when you are riding elephants, you can it's just fun when you sit on an elephant.
yeah, that makes sense. Elsa, have you ever been to another country?
Uh, I go to uh, I don't know the country says in English.
Oh, maybe you can say it. Do you know how to say it in another language? Or do you know the name of it?
Maybe you can say
I
it in
know,
Chinese.
I know. How do it says in Chinese, but I don't know how do it says in English.
Yeah,
Maybe maybe you can write it on the mm, uh write it uh or you can speak it in Chinese.
yeah, you can
德国，
say it in Chinese and maybe
德
Estelle or
A what?
德国。
oh,
Oh, Germany.
yeah. Oh, that's really cool. I've always wanted to travel to Germany.
Me
Um,
too.
was it pretty there?
There is a I'm not remember because it was I went there it was very little.
Oh, you went a long time ago?
Yeah, I know when I'm small I go to a country and see a castle, but I don't know where is it because it's a long time ago. I'm not remember.
Yeah, there are a lot of places I've been to that I don't remember too.
Maybe yeah, it's a castle and it's very famous. Uh,
That's cool.
so
So, to start off with the third largest continent in the world, we're going to talk about North America. So, 137 million people visit North America every year. So, there are 23 countries that make up North America, and the majority of the languages spoken in North America are English, French, and Spanish. There are many tourist locations and destinations in America, such as Disneyland. As you can see in this picture, that is the Magic Kingdom. And there are a lot of beautiful landscape places and mountains.
The one in the
And
picture is Hawaii, which is an island.
oh, right, Hawaii is very beautiful. What are some countries that are in North America that you know of, Sophia?
I think America and Canada.
Yeah, America and Canada make up a pretty big portion of the North
Yes,
America.
but I don't know more.
Yeah. Also, do you know any other countries in North America?
I don't know.
Paheli, Estelle?
There's one right below America, which is called Mexico.
Oh, yes. It's next to America.
Right.
There's some other ones too at the bottom of Mexico, which are technically part of Central America, but on this picture, they're part of North America. One of them could be Panama or Costa Rica.
Or the
Yes.
Dominican Republic.
Panama is, I think, a thing. Oh, it's very near the South America.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this, but they have a canal on Panama, which helps people go from this ocean to this ocean much faster.
Oh, I don't know how to say that word. It's like a river, and the north of the river is North America. The south of it is South America. That's our geography teacher teach us.
Yeah, the Panama Canal? Or is it something else?
Was it a river?
Nope.
Or the
it's,
ocean?
nope. It's just like a river, but human dig it.
Yeah,
And
the
I
canal.
don't know how to say that word in English.
I think that word is called a canal. It's man-made.
Yes.
Do you guys want to see a picture of the Panama Canal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can okay. Oh, sorry. I have to pull up
We
again.
also learned about the Panama Canal in our geography class. We learned the same thing. There's
Yeah,
also
we
a
learned
thing
it.
called, oh,
You can talk.
Yeah,
there's
sorry.
also a thing called a strait. It's at the top of Africa, right? Or
Yeah.
yeah, but I don't think that's what we're talking about.
We learned that a lot of different ships go inside the Panama Canal so they can travel to different places.
Yeah, it's like a river, but humans carved it. So that's what makes it man-made. That's where Panama is. And this is kind of what the canal looks like over here. See, it acts as a connector.
My classmates. I remember my class. I have a classmate, and she went to there last last year. Yeah.
She's been to Panama or the Panama Canal?
Yeah. Because his father is because his father is American and her mother is Chinese. So her dad works at the America and in Christmas her mother takes her mother and she goes to see her father. So
Oh, that's very cool.
so
So
she
she
went
visits
there.
there.
Yeah.
Well, that's the picture of the Panama Canal. So this is what like the actual canal part looks like. And oh, here's where the location is on the map. See, it does separate North and South America. So like right here. Okay, let's move on.
So some places to travel in North America are different cities and monuments. So first we have a picture of New York City, which is in the United States. It's up north. And there's a picture of the Statue of Liberty. So France gave the Statue of Liberty to the US as a gift for like diplomatic relations. which is basically saying that the two countries are politically like friends. And so many people travel to see the Statue of Liberty and they take lots of pictures. Another place is in Washington, D.C. And in the picture, you can see the Washington Monument. It's a very tall building. And then there's also the Niagara Falls. So one part of the Niagara Falls is in New York, and another part is it's like in Canada. So both the sides, the United States and Canada, have part of the Niagara Falls, and it's a very big waterfall. When I went there, we saw a boat that was in there, and everybody in the boat was wearing rain jackets because the water falls so much that the whole place is covered in mist. Another cool place with natural features like a waterfall is the Yellowstone. They have this geyser which erupts steam a lot of the time. And so the USA made it a national park and people can come there, as well as the Grand Canyon, which is basically if you have a hill, there's like a river in the middle of it. So you have two steep hills and it looks very cool. And another place is the Chichen Itza, which is, I think, some of the Native Americans in the USA built that place a long time ago, and so people go there and they remember this.
I think this one's actually in Mexico, not the USA. But yeah.
Yeah, I've visited it
Yes,
in the
I think
summer.
I think it's from a ancient, some ancient people. I've heard it.
Yeah, I think it was the Inca. Well, actually, I won't say because I'm not sure. But I visited.
I know who built it, but I don't know how to speak it in English.
Oh, how do you say it in Chinese?
玛雅文明.
Oh, the Mayans,
Yes.
right? Yeah, that's how you say it in English.
Oh,
We learned about the Mayans in class this year.
Yeah, something cool about the Chichen Itza is that when you stand at one part of the pyramid, so close to the pyramid, and another person stands farther away, if they clap or they say something, you can hear them because of the echo around the pyramid or the building. So next we're talking about South America. Some countries that make up South America are Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, and these are the rest of the countries that make up South America. Brazil is the only nation that speaks Portuguese. So the rest of the countries speak Spanish or their own language, but Brazil speaks Portuguese. And Brazil is known for rubber, and it's a big export from the country. South America has the tallest waterfall. So, do you know the name of the waterfall? I think I've heard of it before, but yeah. It has both the world's second largest longest river after the Nile River and the driest place. So it's the Amazon River and the Atacama Desert. South America has a lot of biodiversity with its animals, so there is a lot of different parrots and birds and other animals in the Amazon rainforest. So that's why it has a vast biodiversity. And it has a very unique and beautiful culture. Sophia, have you visited South America before?
no, I never visit a country. In the other place. I always stay in Asia. I've only been to Thailand, and other times I just stay at China.
Oh, yeah, South America is a very long flight from China and from the US. I haven't been there either. Elsa, have you visited South America before?
No,
Yeah, it's probably a very far flight there.
I only stay in China.
And it's not only the flight is far because I'm very busy in middle school and I don't have any times to go to other countries because our summer holiday and winter holiday we have lots of homeworks to do and we need to learn because we are going to have exams when our school term started.
Oh, yes, that makes sense because
I
it takes
can't
up a
go
lot of
travel
time.
and relaxing, and there's coronavirus. If there isn't, maybe I can. I would travel to Europe when I was grade five or grade six.
Yeah, because of the coronavirus, it's hard to travel farther and outside of the country. It's very nice that you visited Thailand. I've always wanted to go there because I heard it's very pretty there.
Yes.
I actually looked up the tallest waterfall and it's called Angel Falls. It's really beautiful. I can show you guys what it looks like. Angel Falls.
Oh,
Oh,
It looks
wow.
super cool. Oh wow,
wow!
you can see the
Yeah,
clouds.
it's really cool. It's like just some a silk hang from the mountain.
Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
in Venezuela.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it looks so cool. Oh, there's like a hiking trail that you can walk up on.
I bet it's a very long hike, very hard hike.
Yeah, I bet. Okay, let's go back. So some cool places to travel in South America you can see here. They have a lot of monuments that are like stone, so you can see the giant hand, which is in Chile, and then also the Easter Islands. And then in Brazil, there's the Rio de Janeiro, which is a popular city. I think they even had the Olympics there once. And then they have Machu Picchu in Peru. And then Buenos Aires, Argentina is also a very popular city. In Bolivia, they have the Uni Salt Flat, which I think is a place where they have natural salt and it looks really cool. And then they have the Torres del Paine National Park, which is also in Chile. So a lot of places where you can see scenery. Elsa, which one of these pictures looks really cool to you? Oh, Elsa, you're on mute, by the way, if you're trying to talk.
I think the giant's hand is very cool.
What about you, Sophia?
I think the Torres del I it's the national park. I don't know how to say it. Uh, it looks very beautiful.
Yeah,
I think the part is in Spanish, so it's Torres del Paine National Park.
yeah. I've always wanted to visit the Uyuni Salt Flat in Bolivia. I've seen very many videos and pictures from there, and it looks very pretty. Paheli, what would you like to visit out of these places?
Mm, I want to see Machu Picchu. I feel
Mm,
like it would be really cool to look at the big mountain city.
yeah, it
Oh,
looks
yeah,
very pretty.
I was thinking about that one too. And Machu Picchu is where the Incans used to live. Am I correct? Incans, right?
Incas?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so.
yeah. It's super cool how all of this is still left behind from so many years ago.
So the next continent is Africa. It is the second largest continent in the world, so it's bigger than North America. There are 54 countries that make up Africa, and some of the wide-known ones are Egypt, Madagascar, Ethiopia, Sudan, and South Africa. So the Nile River is in Africa, and that is the largest river in the world. The Sahara Desert is also in Africa, and that is the largest desert in the world. So Africa has the largest desert and the largest river. Africa has a variety of tropical climates, so the weather varies depending on where you live. So in Egypt, it's very hot, obviously, and there's a lot of deserts there. But let's say you visit the southern part of Africa, like Southern Africa or Yemen. It would probably be a little less hot and it could be more humid there.
I've learned
So,
I've learned climates in geography class too, and yes, there are some uh there are very really lots of climates there. I look at some pictures about how the climates in the world.
oh, so you've seen all the different climates that the world has.
Yes,
That's cool. I learned about climates too in middle school. I don't remember much, but we learned about it too in science.
I think Africa has a very dry climate in the place where there's deserts. But then in some other countries, they have a climate where they can grow lots of plants. So Africa exports a lot of food products too.
and there's some grasslands.
Yeah, there are grasslands. I remember that. It's for the animals like the giraffes and zebras. Elsa, do you know any animals that you could find in Africa?
Um, kangaroos in
Oh, yeah, I think kangaroos might be in Australia, but you might
There's
find some in
giraffe.
Africa too. What was
kangaroos,
that?
giraffe, giraffes, zebras, and I know one animal in Africa, but I don't know how it says in English. It's like uh
How do you say it in Chinese?
I don't know, but uh, it uh it's like a snake.
Oh,
蟒蛇. Yeah,
Oh yes, that's a kind of snake. It's really big and long.
yeah.
a python or a
A
anaconda?
cobra?
Yes, I think that's it. And I think there are cheetahs.
Cheetahs, yeah. I also
Yeah.
know there's rhinoceroses or rhinos too.
I think there's also some elephants in Africa in the southern part.
Oh, yeah. So you can find them in Thailand and in Africa.
So some cool places you can travel to in Africa include the pyramids of Giza. So these pyramids were built in Egypt about 5,000 years ago, and the pyramids have the tombs and different treasures of the past rulers of Egypt, which are called pharaohs. So one of the most popular pharaohs, I think, is King Tut, and so a lot of the pyramids are in memory of the pharaohs. And the Great Pyramid of Giza is one of the seven wonders of the world. The seven wonders are basically seven different places around the world that people think are really cool and are honestly really beautiful places that a lot of people travel to. So you can see a picture of the three pyramids and then some other buildings around them.
I
Another place,
thought there are statues of Sphinx.
yeah, they have lots of different statues there, and they also have different treasures.
I had near a one of these pyramids there a statue of Sphinx.
Oh, the Sphinx. Yeah, I've heard of that too. Um, I think they built it to be half man, half lion, so it has the normal human of a head and then body of a lion.
Yes.
Yeah,
Another
I
place?
think, oh, sorry.
Oh, you can go.
I think the Great Pyramids of Giza are actually one of the only original seven wonders of the world that are still existing. So the other six wonders of the world are not there anymore, I believe.
I think some are still there.
Because the other six are the Hanging Gardens of the Babylon, the statue of Zeus at Olympia, and they've all faded to dust, basically. So they're not really up anymore.
Okay, another place that you can travel to in Africa is the Zambezi River. So this is near the bottom part of Africa, and they have a lot of different animals that like water. So there's hippos and elephants and rhinos there. And then a lot of people go in canoes in the river, and then while they're canoeing, they can see different animals around them. So you can see a picture of these animals. And then a third place that you can travel to in Africa is Cape Town. Cape Town has a lot of cool buildings and different scenery that you can take pictures of, especially since it's by the ocean and they have a lot of mountains. Yeah, these are all super beautiful and really cool places to visit. Oh, Sophia,
So,
oh yeah, Natalie, you
sorry.
can go.
Yeah. I was just going to ask if you know any other wonders of the world.
No, I never heard of them.
Oh, okay. Um, I know a lot of them are ancient and they're mostly historical. A lot of people don't know if they really existed, such as the Colosseum of
I think it's the Colosseum.
of the Road. Colosseum of the Roads, yeah.
Is that one in Italy?
I'm not sure. I thought it was in Rome is in Italy. Yeah, I think so. There's the Temple of Artemis and the Lighthouse of Alexandria, but all of them have
Oh,
two
apparently
terms.
Machu Picchu and the other one we talked about, Chichen Itza, are also one of the seven wonders of the world. And so is the Great Wall of China. So, oh wait, the website I'm looking at is New Seven Wonders of the World. So
Yeah, I
I don't
think
know.
out of the original ones, only one of them is still intact,
Oh,
which is the Pyramids of Giza.
yeah, it's Great Pyramid of Giza, Hanging Gardens of Babylon, Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, the Statue of Zeus at Olympia, the Molosseum of Mausolus at Halicarnassus, They all sound super Greek and Roman.
Mhm. So the second smallest continent in the world is Europe. Russia makes up Eurasia, and it's considered a part of Europe. Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and Greece are also countries that make up Europe. They're popular tourist destinations, as we mentioned earlier. They have very unique tourist destinations. I know in Italy, I went to visit Venice. It's very pretty. It has a lot of paintings and museums there. Greece has Santorini, which is a city that a lot of people like to visit because it has a unique structure to it. So when you get to the city, the buildings are all white and they have blue tops to them, which is why the city is so wide known. There are 44 countries in Europe, and it has the third largest population in the world. Europe is surrounded by bodies of water on all three sides, so it's almost like a peninsula, but as a continent. This is a picture of Italy, I believe, or um, yeah, well, this looks like Rome.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are a lot of pretty places that you can visit because of the bodies of water that surround Europe. Are there any places that you would like to visit in Europe, Sophia?
Mm, let me think. Maybe maybe I want to go to mm, it, Italy. I think it will be very very cool. But
Yeah, I'd like.
I had in Europe there's a country called England, or I don't know how, and mm, it looks like it's going a war with Russia.
Oh, Ukraine.
Ukraine,
Oh,
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
Yes, Ukraine borders Russia, so it's around that region too. Elsa, is there a location that you would like to visit in Europe?
Hey, Elsa, are you
Elsa,
there? Oh,
I think you're on mute, Elsa. Your microphone is muted, right, Elsa.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I like to uh uh I'm not understand.
Oh, so is there a location or a country that you know is in Europe that you would like to visit or that
I
you find
don't know.
interesting?
that's okay if you don't know any. We have a few cool
I don't
places
know.
at the next slide. Here.
I only know China, Japan, and and I only know Japan and China, so I don't
Yeah,
know
that's okay.
other
We have a lot of
country.
Oh, that's all right. We have a lot of locations on the next slide, so Haley can go over that.
Yeah, so one of the places a lot of people like to visit in France is the Eiffel Tower, which is in the city of Paris. And it's a really big tower. And a lot of people say that Paris is a cool city because they have lots of bakeries and they have lots of shops where you can buy cool clothing. And so people really like to go to Paris. Like Natalie mentioned before, there's Santorini, Greece, and a lot of people like to go there because they have really cool buildings and scenery, and it's right by the ocean. So you can see in the picture that the buildings are white and then they have blue rooftops. And then there's the Colosseum, which is in Italy. And so Natalie talked about it before too, but a lot of like I think they used to do theater in the Colosseum a long time before when it was like newly built, but now it's really old and people just go there to see it. And then there's Venice, Italy. And so in Venice, there's a body of water in the middle of the city. And so people take boats to travel around the city and to get to different places. There's also Berlin, Germany, which is the capital. And in Germany, they have a highway where you can go any speed that you want. So the cars can go however fast they would like to. And so a lot of people like to go to Germany and drive their car there. And then there's Barcelona, Spain.
So
I've
I
heard Bar
think the picture you show us is Greece because I saw the flowers and the sea.
Oh, yes, that
That
does look like
is that
Greece.
the same place
It could be,
or
yes.
or is there just flowers? Same. I
The
That's a
think
flowers
good
look similar.
observation. Mm-hmm. That's a
Yeah,
good
it could be,
observation.
yeah, it could be the other side of Santorini. So there are a lot of cities nearby. So it could be in Greece.
Oh, I also heard this city, Barcelona. We talked about how, or we didn't talk about it, but I've heard how it's the cleanest city in the world.
Oh, yeah, I've heard that too, actually. My Spanish teacher told me about that.
Oh, Elsa, now that you've seen these pictures, is there anywhere in Europe you want to go? Elsa, are you there? If you're there, can you please turn on your camera so we can see you? Thank you.
I want to visit Berlin, Ger Germany. Yeah,
Yeah, that was a good pronunciation of the word. Oh, yeah, I think you talked about how you went to Germany before. So do you know if you went to this city, Berlin?
Berlin.
Mm,
Berlin. Yeah.
So you might have gone here because Berlin is the capital of Germany, like Beijing is the capital of China.
Oh, I know.
Oh, you know this place? Oh, Elsa, so you know this place then? Berlin?
I I I I listen some my classmates I listen to my classmate to say this so I know it.
Oh, it's
Oh,
cool.
so you've heard of it before. It is a very popular tourist location.
Yeah.
Nice. So the continent that holds the largest population and has the most people is Asia. It is also the largest continent in the world. Asia has many mountains, like the Fiji Mountains. My parents visited the Fiji Mountains, and I've heard that it's really beautiful there. There are 49 countries in Asia, including China, Korea, Japan, and India. Sophia, can you think of any more countries in Asia?
Yes. Let's see. It's Russia and Asia country or a Europe country.
I know that Russia is mostly
I think,
considered as
but I think it has it is both in Asia and Europe.
right, Eurasia. I think that's what the name for Russia.
I guess there's a part of Russia that's close in Europe, and then the big mainland of Russia is considered
Because
part of Asia.
Russia's capital is in Europe, but its more land is in Asia. So
Yeah, so that's why they combined the two continents and they kind of said that it's located in Eurasia. So it's a mixture of both.
Some of the best places to travel in Asia are seen here. So you can see that there's a lot of scenery and buildings. One of these places is the tallest building in the world, I think, which is the Burj Khalifa, and it's in the United Arab Emirates, which is in the Middle Eastern region. And then you can see the Cherry Blossom Festival in Japan, which has a lot of the pretty cherry blossom flowers. And then
yes,
there's
I've heard
Bangkok's
the cherry blossom is very popular in Japan.
I used to have a cherry blossom tree in my backyard, and then it fell over, so we don't have it anymore, but they were very pretty. Another place you might have been here, Sophia, is the Bangkok Grand Place in Thailand.
Oh no, I never been to it. I've been to another city in Thailand, but it's also a very popular place to tourist. And uh, because I think my parents take me there because there are many elephants there. I think they know we I think they know there we can ride elephants there. I've heard Bangkok is the capital of Thailand.
Yeah, it
Yeah, it
is.
is. There's also Mount Fuji, which is in Japan. In that picture, you could see some cherry blossoms too. And then there's the Great Wall of China, and then the Taj Mahal in India.
We only have one more continent, which is also a country left, which is Australia. So this is the smallest continent, and it's also a country. There's lots of kangaroos here. More than one-third of Australia is desert. It's the smallest continent. It has unique animals like kangaroos and koalas. The official language is English. So here's some cool places to visit in Australia. There's the Sydney Opera House here, the Great Barrier Reefs in the oceans, and Uluru, which is a really big rock.
Yes.
So those are some cool
One
places.
of my friends um one of my friends go to Australia and live there. mm, I think for a year, and she just be an Australian, and because coronavirus, she can't come back.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. Australia has really strict rules about coronavirus. So, mm, oh, here's the homework for this week. So, what is your favorite continent and what continent do you want to visit?
Yeah,
So,
oh,
yeah, you
so
can go.
that is all the time we have for today. Um, we we didn't have time to play the game, but we can play the game next lesson. And yeah,
Thank you for coming. Bye.
Bye.
bye.